Over the last few years, we've certainly seen the importance of staying healthy and safe. We're going to take a look at some people and programs that are doing just that, from cybersecurity to walkable neighborhoods to wellness out of a Winnebago. Those stories and more on today's edition of Connected Colorado. Hi everyone, I'm Gary Shapiro. We're here at the Southeast Aurora Recreation Center and Fieldhouse. It is an amazing facility. But we want to start today at a different Aurora Parks facility where they're honoring some of the employees for helping save a man's life.
An 8-mile bike loop stretches around the Aurora Reservoir. Dwayne Williams had just wrapped up a routine ride, his wife Kateri waiting in the car.
As I saw him go down and heard a loud crash.
And that's the last thing I remember.
Boat Inspector Edward Doyle saw Williams fall. He rushed to help, calling park rangers Chelsea Wilson and Cassidy Brown for assistance.
So we brought a rescue vehicle down, pulled out the AED, took over doing CPR.
While waiting for paramedics, they used the AED and continued CPR until Falk and Aurora Fire Rescue arrived. When someone is in cardiac arrest, every minute waiting for first responders means the chances of surviving goes down 10%. And an average response time is about 8 minutes.
And so you think about that, 8 minutes, that's 80% without someone intervening in advance of our first responders.
When you stop and really think about if they hadn't been around, I wouldn't be around.
This Phoenix Award ceremony is celebrating the actions taken by this group to keep Williams alive.
From the bottom of my heart and his heart that you saved, thank you.
Kateri says the emotions are overwhelming. The duo hands out notes with thank yous, and she hugs the ones who helped keep her husband alive.
Goodness, I'm having a hard time now, but just how grateful.
We didn't know for the longest time kind of what the outcome was.
Wilson says reuniting with Williams is closure for her team.
We don't really get to know the people that we're saving, so it was nice to reconnect with him.
Williams says he now pays attention to AEDs wherever he goes.
Never even thought about them. Now I'll pay a lot more attention, have a lot more appreciation for them.
And adds his appreciation for first responders is now for life.
I never had them affect my life. And there they are, they saved my life. They didn't affect it, they saved it.
So happy for that outcome. We are here in the Fieldhouse of the Southeast Aurora Recreation Center. It is just such a great facility. But right now we want to take you to Denver and Wellness Winnie, a fun-sized SUV that delivers much needed care to the community, along with trust and compassion.
I mean, I was broke. My husband left. There was nobody there for me. My kids weren't here. They're all in another state. So I really was lost. I'd come over crying. She'd hug me. She'd start crying too.
Chrissy has been visiting the Wellness Winnie since we started outreach at Street Fraternity. She is a wonderful lady who in the beginning would just come and access hygiene and snacks.
The Wellness Winnie is a fun-sized RV that offers support, assistance, and resources to those in need where they are. The Winnie is staffed by mental health counselors and peer navigators with shared experiences to provide equitable access to behavioral and support services.
It was real hard because my husband had left me and I just moved into this apartment. And I didn't know anybody, and I didn't have food, and and toilet paper and all that good stuff. And she supported me for about 4 months on shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, which really helped out. Boost my self-esteem. Just having somebody that cares about you is a whole lot.
She was always sad. It seemed like every time we talked, she was upset and sad about things that were going on in her life. People would take advantage of her. She never seemed happy. I started thinking about things that she could do with her time so that she's not just sitting at her house. And then that's when the cooking classes came up.
Through encouragement from Shauna on the Wellness Winnie, Chrissy signed up for cooking classes at Housed, Working and Healthy. And in September, she will graduate and begin working in her new career.
I'd go by their trailer like, Chris, you go and get in school yet? Nah. It's in the mail, or, yeah, they call me and they're supposed to get back to me. Then they just kept on, and finally I said, I gotta do it, so I went and did it. I graduate September 21st. I've never graduated nothing in my life, so yeah, it's a big step.
I get worked up. It makes my heart happy. Because she's happier than she was before, and her life isn't miserable, and she has a goal and she has something to look forward to every morning when she gets up. And some days may be hard, but she still gets up and does it, and I think that makes her even stronger than she was before. Anyone in the community can seek out the Wellness Winnie and get resources and help. We don't turn anyone away. I think that my history and my past come into my work every single day. I have walked in the shoes of many folks that I provide services to. I know what it's like to be desperate, to think that you are a loser, that you have nothing to give. I know what that person's going through, so I can communicate better with them.
She put me up on a pedestal. I wasn't the low life no more, that I mattered. I think that's a lot, that if you matter to somebody, it means a whole lot.
It's the caring piece. It's wanting to make somebody's life better just by being there, because we all need support.
If I had never met Shauna and got into the program, it would have been a lot different. I think that I wouldn't have changed very much anyway. With them, I got a life jacket.
I see more self-confidence in her. Her face looks brighter. She seems happy. She seems like she's accomplished something and that she has followed through with something, which I think is huge.
I'm still into this belief that I could do something like that, but when you have friends that come together and help pick you up.
Surround yourself with people that you want your life to be like. Surround yourself with what you want your life to look like, and always know that tomorrow's a new day and we all make mistakes. Get up and try again, because we all fail. You just got to get up and try again.
We are here with Matt Landon. He's the supervisor here at Southeast Aurora Rec Center. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Gary.
Tell us a little bit about this place.
Yeah, sure. So Southeast Recreation Center and Fieldhouse is the City of Aurora's newest recreation center. This recreation center opened in January of 2023, so we've been here a little bit over a year now. It's a great space. It's a beautiful space that has a lot of awesome features, including our weight and cardio room, our dynamic track, our gymnasium, our indoor field house, our indoor pool, and some great community rooms for meetings and birthday parties and events like that.
It's pretty much got everything, and I'm sure you have a lot of programs to go with that.
Yes. The recreation division programs a wide variety of programs for adults and kids, and then we have a fitness team doing a lot of fitness stuff here, which is really exciting, as well as the aquatics team doing stuff in the pool, and then the sports team making great use of our field house.
You got a great weight and exercise room right down here under us, but you also have a track that goes all around the building. Talk about that track.
Yeah, the dynamic track is really awesome. It's unique, it's one of a kind. It has 3 different ramps which incorporate grades. So it's not just a flat track, there are some hills on it. And the cool part about that is it really mimics being outside in the outdoors, whether you're on a trail or going through your neighborhood, with some incline and decline into your workout.
That is very cool. Yeah, I saw the pool a little bit earlier, but it's more than just a pool. There's a lot of water features in there.
The pool has not only just a lap pool, but then there's a 0 depth entry playground for little kids. There's a lazy river. which can be used for walking or just playing in. There's a leisure pool part of it, and then there's a really awesome water slide. The water slide's about 20 feet tall. It goes outside the building and exits back inside the building.
Something for everybody, that's for sure. Matt, they got a great field house. Tell me about some of the programs that go on in there.
Yeah, the field house was something that we really wanted to add to the city. It gives everyone a great place to play, regardless of the weather. While we do a lot of soccer in there, there's a lot of other programs that take place as well. Lacrosse is in there a lot, and then we have some active adult softball that plays inside, especially during the wintertime, as well as a lot of programs for younger children and all the way down to toddlers.
Yeah, very, very cool. Talk about how this place came to be. Was there a lot of citizen input when you built this place?
Yeah, so in 2019, the department did some community outreach and seeking some feedback for this building. They were able to collect about 2,700 responses, and that feedback from the community helped shape and design this building, and the things that are included in here are largely based off of what we heard from the community.
Yeah, and if people want to come use it, do they have to pay to use it? What's the pricing like?
Yeah, so anyone can come use the building. You don't have to be an Aurora resident. We have day passes, so people can pay to just come in for one day, and we have a variety of membership options for different age groups, residents and non-residents.
So I understand one of the most popular places is the pickleball court over here. You get some real fanatics in there. Talk a little bit about that sport.
Yeah, pickleball is a great, exciting sport that a lot of people are playing right now. We play it in our gymnasium where we also play other sports, but we have a lot of pickleball time in there. So we have lots of days where we have drop-in play. Anyone can just come show up and play. We even have rackets in case you don't have your own. We can provide that for you and you can come and try it out. The city also offers leagues and lessons. So that's something that you can sign up for through the city and get involved with pickleball.
Yeah, and it's all kinds of different people in different ages, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just for older folks. We have pickleball there's working professionals in there playing. There's kids that come and play, especially during school breaks. So you see a wide variety of people in there, and it's really exciting to see how everyone is excited about participating in the sport.
Well, since some of the players are old people, is it okay if I try that out in a little bit?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sounds good. Matt, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Gary.
And welcome to the swimming pool here at the Rec Center. It too is a magnificent facility. You know, safety comes in many forms, and in Wheat Ridge, they help us protect ourselves from cyber criminals. That's pretty important in this day and age.
Here at the City of Wheat Ridge, we take cybersecurity very seriously. I'm Amanda Harrison, joined today with our IT manager, Jesse Dubin, to share tips on how you can protect your personal data from cybersecurity threats. Jesse, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm a tech-savvy millennial. I'm a digital native. Tell me honestly, why is cybersecurity something that I need to concern myself with?
Sure. Well, we all have lots of data that we don't necessarily want public. Our social security numbers, banking information, healthcare records, things like that are things that either contain sensitive information about us or could be used to steal our identities.
All right, Jesse, you've convinced me. What can we do to protect ourselves?
There are lots of things that we can do to help protect ourselves online. So you want to use strong, unique passwords for every online site you log into. That means a combination of uppercase, lowercase, numerical, and special characters. You also want to make sure you use a different password for each account. That way, someone who gets your password for one account can't then go and use it on another site. Even better than passwords are passphrases. That's when you take several smaller words and put them together with different characters. So for example, if you look around your room, you might see a couch or a little stuffed elephant, and you can put those together and get couch.elephant and then a number, say 12, that comes at random, and put them together to be something that wouldn't be easily guessable. If you have the option to turn on multi-factor authentication, that's showing up in more and more sites these days. You always want to use that wherever possible. So multi-factor authentication makes sure that if somebody has your password, they still can't get into your resources. Update your computers. You want to turn on automatic updates for your operating systems and all of your software. Be cautious of any unsolicited emails or messages you might get in any form, whether it's a phone call or a text or something that comes into your email. Don't feel obligated to respond to anything that you're uncertain about. Sometimes phishers will come at you with just a message that says hi, hoping to get a response, and they want to know that you're there. Also, make sure you don't click on any strange links or open up any unusual attachments. USB drives, they're often called thumb drives, also pose a risk because they can be lost or infected or stolen, leading to information theft. Also, social media poses a very big risk. You want to make sure you go to each site you use and check all of your privacy settings to make sure you're only sharing the information you want to be public with the people you want to know it. Also, physical security is a very important part of cybersecurity. You want to make sure that your computer, anything that you have personal information on, is locked and secured at home or someplace where you know it can be safe. Also, you want to make sure that you run regular antivirus scans on your computer just to make sure that you have something protecting you in case a virus or some sort of malicious software gets onto your computer. Also, you want to make sure you educate the kids in your house about cyber threats and things they should do to be safer online. They're very comfortably digitally, but they don't always understand the risks posed when they post online.
Thanks, Jesse. Can you provide me with a real-world example of a cybersecurity threat?
Sure. Well, believe it or not, the Nigerian prince scam has been going on for over 100 years.
100 years?
100 years.
That's older than the internet.
It is, very much so. You might get a call, like a phone call, or even a letter back then, where someone would promise you additional money of theirs if you would help them for a small cost to get it into the United States. It's been very effective and it is still going strong to this day.
Wow. What is the most common scam you're seeing right now?
Business email compromises are very common these days. This is when you'll get a request that seems legitimate from someone like a coworker or a family member who asks you to wire them money or send funds in some other way. It's also really important to know that no reputable organization like the IRS will call you and ask you to buy gift cards for them.
That is helpful information to know. If you do fall victim to one of these scams, what should you do?
That's a great question. The FBI runs a website called the Internet Crime Complaint Center. It's at ic3.gov, and you can go there and file a complaint if you think you've been hacked.
Well, thanks, Jesse. This is really helpful information. I'm sure our audience appreciates it as well.
Thank you.
By following these cybersecurity practices, you can significantly enhance your online security and decrease cybersecurity threats.
Remember, cybersecurity is an ongoing effort that requires vigilance and awareness. To learn more about how to keep your personal data safe, you can visit cisa.gov. Thank you.
So right now, I'm walking uphill, by the way, on the track that goes around the rec center. And speaking of walking, we're going to take it to Edgewater, where they're trying to build walkable neighborhoods and a new transportation plan that enhances safety for all.
Welcome to the city of Edgewater, where community progress and mobility go hand in hand. We're excited to take you on a journey through some of our top transportation projects that are shaping the future of our city. In 2019, the city worked with consultants to develop the Traffic Calming Mobility Plan. Along with help from community stakeholders, the plan identified tangible transportation investments to help make our streets and sidewalks safer and more people-friendly. With this people-first approach, the city is focused on making improvements that enable residents and visitors of all ages and abilities to walk, bike, roll, and take transit safely and comfortably. Starting in late 2021, the city completed many improvements identified in the Traffic Calming Mobility Plan, including roundabouts at 20th and Benton, 20th and Harland, and 24th and Pierce, a raised crossing at 25th Avenue and Gray Street, and a median at 26th and Kendall Street. At the end of 2022, the city concluded a comprehensive sidewalk improvement plan that's advancing the city's commitment to providing active transportation options to meet the needs of our community. The plan identified sidewalks throughout the city that need to be fixed and helped clarify and standardize appropriate sidewalk widths based on their location. The city completed a project that widened the 3.5-foot sidewalks to 8 feet or more along the north side of West 20th Avenue throughout the city from Sheridan Boulevard to Pierce Street. In 2023, the city has actively been working with residents to replace damaged parts of sidewalks and curb ramps with more improvements planned for 2024. A raised crossing on Depew Street was added and the street changed to a permanent one-way road in 2023 to improve traffic flow and reduce speeding, especially during events at the public market that draw large crowds to the area. Additionally, 400 feet of sidewalk on 24th Avenue west of Pierce Street was widened, providing better accessibility for nearby apartments. Another project currently in the works will improve the streetscape on 25th Avenue in Edgewater's downtown area. Next year, you'll see construction to widen sidewalks, and 25th Avenue will be a permanent one-way street, allowing businesses to expand their patio space, widening sidewalks, and improving pedestrian access and mobility. For students, the city obtained a Safe Routes to School grant from CDOT in 2020, which implemented traffic calming improvements on Pierce Street by adding a new median, narrowing roads to slow speeds, and adding 2 raised crossings with pedestrian flashers. Currently, the city has partnered with the Denver Regional Council of Governments and the Jefferson County School District to make recommendations to reduce traffic congestion and increase safety for students around the 3 schools in Edgewater. A list of final recommendations will be presented to City Council in spring 2024. The city is currently working with a consultant to complete an update to the 2010 Traffic Calming Mobility Plan, with a focus on improvements to Harlan Street from 20th Avenue to 26th Avenue, and 26th Avenue from Sheridan to Pierce Street. Harlan Street is wider, which causes higher traffic speeds. It is also a key bike route, but conditions are not comfortable for cyclists. And West 26th Avenue is shared, in part, with the city of Wheat Ridge. Since April 2023, the city has held community workshops and walking audits to assess these areas and get input from the community. The update to this plan will make recommendations for future improvements to these areas. By building walkable and connected neighborhoods, we strive to create a city that helps bring people and businesses together. That's the goal of the city's ADA transition plan, currently being developed. Once complete, the plan will identify outstanding accessibility issues and include priorities and a timeline to ensure city infrastructure is replaced to meet ADA standards. These projects and others would not be possible without support, collaboration, and input from City Council and dedicated partners like the Jefferson County School District, West Metro Fire, businesses, and residents. With a multitude of projects accomplished already, and more on the horizon, the City of Edgewater is committed to transportation enhancements that improve safety and accessibility for everyone, regardless of age, ability, or their mode of transportation. We look forward to sharing our progress and invite you to join us in this ongoing journey to improve the City of Edgewater. Learn more and get involved by visiting us at edgewaterco.gov or envisionedgewaterco.com.
Water is crucial to health and safety, and the town of Erie is helping to conserve water with some important incentives.
In 2022, the town of Erie piloted its first landscape conversion program. Named the Turf Replacement Rebate Program, it sought to help water users replace their non-essential turf grass with low water use landscaping or low water use grasses. The program's shaping guidelines borrowed from many of the successful programs that other neighboring municipalities and utilities had already implemented, with some of our own twists. We sought to keep the program very accessible to folks by allowing for DIY projects and keeping participation hurdles to a minimum. One needs only to submit a design, have it approved, complete the project, and schedule a walkthrough with the Town of Erie representative. Our rebate program will provide participants with $2 per square foot of project area, up to 1,000 square feet for a maximum total rebate of $2,000. The program has been very successful in its first year and a half of existence, with over 94,000 square feet of non-essential grass transformed into beautiful, low water use landscapes. That's almost 2 acres. Participants in the program have reported saving hundreds of dollars on their summer water bills after completing their projects, so they can feel good about their conscientious water usage and save money at the same time. Any person, business, or organization with a Town of Erie water account can participate. Go to the Town of Erie's Turf Replacement Rebate page to find out how we can help you with your project today.
As we take a look at those keeping us safe, we want to give a special shout out to the Broomfield Police Department Honor Guard. They participate in many special events, including Veterans and Memorial Day celebrations and so much more.
The Broomfield Police Department Honor Guard is a group of officers that have come together to create a unit that represents the men and women of this profession in some of the most difficult times, unfortunately, but also to honor our country's traditions, from the flag to the men and women that put on this uniform and the badge every day.
For me, it was the want and the will and the passion to honor those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. I've been here for going on 14 years, and that passion and that want and that will continues.
I can serve my community by doing the events. You get to interact with your community in a positive way, and also give back to officers and their families when they are killed in the line of duty.
We show our respect, we have parades, we post colors for a lot of different events. We have a lot of fun, and we enjoy being together and practicing what we love.
Well, the reason I joined the Broomfield Police Department Honor Guard stems from my time in the Marine Corps, when I saw that the police department had a unit that gave some of those same respects by honoring the flag and honoring the country and honoring the individuals. I really wanted to be a part of it.
Practice is super important. We only practice once a month, so obviously showing up to practice is important just so we can be a team and be the best shape that we can be in. It's a great team to be a part of, something bigger than yourself, I think, and that in itself is something to be proud of.
The Broomfield Police Department Honor Guard, we're a tight-knit group. It's not easy to get up and do some of the rifle movements and the marching and the posting of the colors. While I hope if you see us out there, you think it looks easy, but a lot of work goes into it, and so we really build a bond as a team with all of that hard work.
And the home of the brave.
Of course, pickleball's all the rage these days, and they play it here at the Rec Center. Peter Richmond's going to give us an idea of what goes on with this sport. Hey, Peter.
How's it going?
Good. So give us a little overview of pickleball.
Well, pickleball is exploding. It is the fastest growing sport in the country right now. First off, super fun.
Yeah.
Right? Easy to go out there, play with your buddies. If you have prior racket experience from tennis or squash or racquetball, you might have an upper hand. But it's very strategic.
And it is a great workout.
Absolutely. You got a lot of movement going on, a lot of backpedaling, side shuffling, split stepping, keeps you active.
All right. You want to show me how to play a game?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, here we go.
You got it. Good ball, good ball.
Okay.
That's it.
Not
we got
as
him.
easy
We
as
got
it
him.
looks, you know?
Oh. Good, good. Got him. Oh.
How about that?
You. Yeah.
Well, obviously I need a little more work. I'm going to work on my swing while we leave you. Thanks again to the Aurora Rec Center for everything. Be safe and healthy. We'll see you next time on Connected Colorado.